Hello everyone and welcome to my Shameless dive! Hello everyone. Today my Shameless dive is into the game Winning Love by Daylight, a free visual novel that's currently having its sequel, or Chapter 2, put on Kickstarter. Now, basically, I have backed this on Kickstarter, sight unseen, because it sounded really, really cool in like the art style and everything. I didn't actually realize it had a first episode. Usually when it comes to Kickstarter demos, I generally don't actually try them. I like the fact they exist, but I don't go into the actual effort of playing them, per se. However, this one is a full chapter, so I kind of want to see if I, like it. I probably won't change my pledge if I don't, but, I mean, unless it's really bad. If it's really bad, I probably won't even release the video, though. I'd just be like, no. So it's got a few days to go. So if you'd like to back the sequel, you can check the link in the description below. There is also going to be a link to the original, so you can play through the original if you would like, see if you like any of these girls. But for now, I guess I'm just gonna, give it a go here. So, very basic options menu to be expected for a visual novel. Nothing else really here. Winning Love by Daylight is an upcoming board game from Cutlass Board Games, designed by Keith Franks. Okay, it's sprung from a webcomic, board game, now visual novel experience. All characters are in they're 18 years of age. They're in their final form of year of high school, with the exception of Alana, who is an alien from another planet. She is 34. Okay, fair enough. Well, I wonder if that does mean there's going to be, shall we say, adult content, if he's went to the effort of underlining that they are 18 years of age. I actually don't know. I actually back visual novels regardless of whether they do or don't have smut in them. So if it does, well, that'll be quite the surprise and another way to test out my senses. Anyway, for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through probably about the first quote-unquote chapter. So I assume there's going to be that like go around, meet all the girls sort of things. You're going to see how the game is written, how the gameplay flows, and yeah, I'll obviously try and do poor voice acting, but that's just the way of things. Let's see. Day 1. You start to notice weird things. You start the day early and wander about the quiet corridors as you walk to your first class. Only a few students are here, and mostly the teachers hurry about preparing for their first classes. Okay, need to get back on the reading line apparently. Stopping by your locker, you grab your book for your first class, then pop into the classroom. After you had a detention yesterday, you're not too keen to get in trouble anymore. Okay. Oh, you're here early too? Yeah. Hey, Emily. Wow, he does not seem excited to see this Emily girl. You watch Emily examine you closely with a sly smile. You recognize her from detention yesterday, but you haven't really spoken to each other before. I was hoping I'd get a chance to talk to you after we were in detention together. What did you even get in trouble for? Late to class? That is not me, I'm never late. An accidental fire in the science lab? Okay, fair enough. Fidget nervously. That is about as socially awkward as No, I'm better than that. If they talk to me first, I'm fine. Just, yeah. I would say an accidental fire in the science lab. That sounds like me. Her eyes glimmer with excitement as you say the word fire. Ooh. Fires should never be said on accident. But I guess it's just you and me here for a minute. What's your name again? I'm gonna call myself Owl. Oh yeah, Owl. That's right. I won't be Owl if I'm in the game. I'll be using my real name. But you don't know that. And I'm so bad with names. The teacher walks in and starts erasing the last lesson's notes off the board as the other students slowly start to trickle in. Now, I do hope the teacher is a visible person. I always appreciate a visual novel that has some incidental characters outside the main people. It just seems to add more to it. Later's Owl. The teacher drones on about some boring lecture about the colour orange for the whole class. Or at least that's what you managed to write notes about. You're too tired to pay close attention to class because you're up late playing video games. Again! The bell rings and you wander out, slowly following everyone. You spot Emily at a locker in the hallway talking to your friend Maya, who you kept up late last night as a grind for loot in the new RPG you've been playing together. Kale Roxy's. Maya pulls a silly face at you, and then you both walk to their next class. You grab your next book out of your locker and head back to the same classroom. You've known Maya for a few years now. She lives across the street from you, above a convenience store. She stands out because she's always carrying her laptop around, which makes the occasional distracting beep, and has a huge yellow puffy coat. You mosey over to your seat, join the other students as they're milling in. Students, I'd like to introduce you to our new student joining us today. A student with a huge jumper and long black boots stands up at the front of the classroom, smiling but a little shy. No one seems to know she's very obviously a demon. Okay. You try not to stare. This is, Mollo. It's Molly, miss. The teacher sighs, barely looks up from her desk, mentally preparing for the class to begin. Sure thing. Take a seat, Molly. Maybe get that sunburn looked at, yes? The teacher doesn't even seem to notice anything weird about the new student. You wonder if you're the only person seeing them. The class drags on, the teacher droning on about wacky things that happened in history. One student in particular, who is pretty new as well, seems to consistently ask questions. Taking a glance over at Molly, you see that she's practically hiding under her hoodie and barely paying attention to the teacher. The bell rings and you follow everyone out to the hallway, again to put your books back into your locker. An impatient face appears beside you. You're in my way? You would look up to match her gaze, but you're completely distracted by the huge sword she carries by her side. How the hell did she get a sword in here? Through the metal detectors. Metal detectors? Your puzzled and stunned face doesn't stop her from nudging you aside to get to her locker. You watch silently as she throws her things inside and then hurries off. You can't be sure, but you think that someone somehow just called an unseen face at you. Entering cafeteria for lunch a bit late, you find it's already pretty crowded. Go and sit with Maya and Emily, go sit with Molly, who's by herself, go and sit with June, who's just rude to you. No, sit by yourself, it's safest. You know what? Maya is my friend and Emily is my new friend, so that's a good choice. I'm not going to sit next to June because, I mean, clearly she doesn't like me or want to have anything to do with me. And, you know, sitting by myself seems a little bit, yeah. I'm going to sit with Molly because she's by herself. She might need a new friend. You know, I can show her around the school, etc. So clearly I know my way. So yeah, let's go sit with Molly, who's been sitting by herself. As you approach her table, she barely notices you. She seems to be staring off into space. Hey Molly. She looks over at you shyly as you sit across from her. She gently peeks her back of her hood, and you see her small red horns poking through her hair. She catches you staring at them and looks away. Aww. Awkwardly, you try to stir up a conversation. How's your first day going so far? Molly looks up at you as you ask, and you try to smile encouragingly. Slow, I guess. It's definitely a change from what I'm used to. Where did you transfer from? You watch as she fidgets uncomfortably. That was probably a dumb question. She's a demon, right? She's probably from hell or somewhere equally unpleasant. Florida. So yeah, somewhere equally as unpleasant. You try not to look shocked at the answer. I've never been. Have you been there? It's okay. I do feel a little bit weird being all the way out here. No, it certainly is quiet. Gotta ask about video games. I mean, she's probably TV show is safer, but if she likes video games, you know, that's a pretty good sign, just saying. Yeah, a little. I like the ones where you build stuff, or design things, or farm, or something. It's pretty silly. No, I am right there with you. Stardew Valley is amazing. Minecraft's amazing. I love building games. The only reason I haven't gotten more building games than my Mountain of Shame so far is that I have played them all. I love those sort of games. And if there ever is a game in my Mountain of Shame, it'll probably just become a Shameless dive. So, you know. Sounds peaceful. My friend Maya has been dragging me around along on her adventures in the new game Castle Caliroxys. I don't know how to say that. Caliroxys. She's much better than me and I die a lot, but I think it's more fun playing with a friend at least. I'd probably play something like crazy if it was just me, like an online board game or something. Board games are fun. Yeah, I wish. I like the one with the cute little cat pieces. That does sound cute. She chuckles, smiling at you. Aww. The bell goes off, and you both get swept away from the cafeteria through the crowds of other students. Looking back, you manage to flash each other with a little wave as you settle out. You don't have any classes left for the day, so you can go home early. One of the perks about being about to graduate. You take your regular shortcut towards your house through the cluster of trees behind the school. The suburb you live in is pretty rural, so apart from the occasional wildlife, it's a quiet place to be. Your place is on the main road, but a little ways down from where most of the shops are, so you're lucky to have the convenience store across the street. As you walk along, you spot another student seemingly hiding behind one of the rocks. Hey there? Ah! Oh, it's just a kid. I thought you were a teacher. Willow, whom you have class with on Tuesdays, turns away from you to pick up a potted plant. Are you skipping class or something? Yes, but please don't tell. She blushes a bit. Skipping classes doesn't seem to be something she does often. It's a woodworking class. I couldn't bear to drill the holes in it and glue it to strange things. She shudders, thinking about it. As you get closer, a strange creature in the pocket of her overalls. Oh. You decide not to think about it. Today has been too weird already. Don't worry, I'll keep you secret. I have no reason to worry this girl, right? She seems nice enough. Thanks! Also, I don't mind. She seems to be doing something practical with her time. You slowly trudge towards the tree-clogged path and get back to your house. Your parents aren't home yet, and it's already started to get darker pretty early in the day. You heat up some of last night's leftover lasagna and carry it up to your room, where you play computer games and talk to people all night long and never think about actually trying to meet people in the real world ever again, because you're a shy person who can't bring themselves to actually be, in any way social with anyone. I mean, wait, no, sorry. What should I get up to? Alright, play some Castle Roxys with Maya. Study, there's finals coming soon. Finish eating and then go to sleep. I don't want to play this one again just because I don't want to actually have to read the name. Studying is important, but you've got to really look after yourself. And honestly, finish eating and go to sleep seems like a pretty good time. Because you got to practice self-care. And the best way of getting ready to, seize the day, as they say, is, look after yourself, right? So I'm going to do that. You decide it's actually better if you get some sleep. Today, there's a magic about. Day 2 is a magic about. You hear the sound of birds and trees beyond your window. See? Right choice. Wakes you up and you feel 1 minute before your alarm goes off. You feel great. And that is exactly why I just go to sleep when I'm tired and I don't push myself. Are you ready to come down for breakfast yet, Al? Looking around, you quickly throw some clean clothes and head downstairs. Were you up late playing video games again? I was pretty tired after school, so I just had dinner and went to bed instead. That's probably for the best. You should listen to your body when it tells you it needs something. Mum pushes the materials to make your own bowl of cereal to you from across the table, while she finishes off with her own breakfast. Did anything exciting happen at school today? Yesterday? I met a few new people who I hadn't really talked to before. Anyone interesting? I do like the new student. She likes building games. She's pretty great. Yeah, there's this new student, Molly, introduced in one of my classes today. I probably shouldn't mention that she looks like a demon. We got to talk about video games a bit, and she actually seems pretty cool. Oh, cool. Finishing up breakfast, you stagger back upstairs, finish getting ready for school. Then you head out through one of your usual shortcuts through the woods. You end up arriving at school early, again, and while not many people are around yet. You wonder if Emily's here early again as well. No one seems to be here, so you decide to get comfortable in your seat, and get your books out for a minute or two of quick study. Catching up on some notes. Yeah, I just wanted to go through some notes quickly before class. I'm Alana. I've only been here for a little while. I think we got like 2 classes together. You wonder why so many people keep going to school right towards the end of the year. You remember seeing her in one of your history classes. She was the one asking so many questions. You want to go to history? I'm super interested, but there's so much to take in. Want to maybe tutor me? I can help you with maths or something. She pulls a cute face as she asks, helping you'll say yes. Yeah, maybe. I do okay in history class. Awesome! I'm in the library after school this afternoon if you want to come find me. Oh, cool. Wow, this is like nothing like the real world. It's great. Yeah, you both smile at each other before sitting down in your own seats. I feel like you've really got to double down on whoever you're going for in these sorts of games, though. Like, you've really got to follow a path. So I'm thinking it'll probably still be Molly, but I will help her if there's no Molly-related options, because I still want to be helpful too, so why not? And a study group is useful, especially if I'm just going to go home and sleep. The teacher wanders in, and as a few students have already taken their seats around the classroom. Looking around the classroom, you spot a few familiar faces, specifically Molly, who you sat with at lunch yesterday. As you're looking over at her, you smile and wave. She gives you a big smile back and waves quickly, before returning her attention to the teacher. Aww. The teacher then begins to drone on about what will be on the final exam. You listen intently, but often find yourself curious as what the other students are doing. The bell rings after a long, boring class. It sounds like a long, practical class, and you should probably be taking notes. Before you all run off to your next class, don't forget prom is coming up, so make sure you get your tickets or you're going to miss out. Do we know what the theme is yet? I need to plan my outfit. Kiana's one of the most popular girls at school. She's also the football team quarterback. Rumor is they haven't found the ball she threw to tryouts. No, Kiana, the theme hasn't been revealed yet. Hopefully early next week the principal will make an announcement. Oh yeah, prom. I should probably figure out who I'm going to ask to the prom. You follow the rest of the classmates in the hallway and get your books ready for next class. You see June wick up the hallway towards you, and her locker. See, episode 2 seems to be about the prom. So it feels like this episode 1 is going to be very short. In fact, I might end up playing the whole thing. It might actually be more like a demo. You're in my way again? She seems just as grumpy as she was yesterday. Sorry. Go easy on Al, June. Emily just showed off out of nowhere. She seems to have your back. June barely reacts and quietly trudges off to her next class. Aw, thanks, Emily. Sorry about her. She's going through some family stuff at the moment. It's cool. I'm not excited or anything. We're actually good friends. Not that you notice. You notice the corridor is empty. The next class is about to start. Ah! I'm gonna be late for class again. I better run. Thanks, though. You scoop your books out of your locker and zip it to your next class. You walk into your next class late. It's a withering stare from your teacher. As I was saying, K.E. Burchett said, colors seen together to produce pleasing, effective response said to be in harmony. The humans have the ability to perceive 2.8 million different colors. Therein it becomes quite difficult to accurately choose a palette which will adequately convey the feelings to the audience that you are intending. Some theorists and artists believe juxtapositions of complementary color will produce a strong contrast, essential visual tension, as well as a color harmony. And while others believe juxtapositions of the analogous colors will elicit a positive aesthetic response, ensuring that you're paying attention to what colors you're using. Often creating a small test palette and measuring those colors against where they'll be painted will give you the opportunity to visualize how they will fit. You look down a few notes you scribbled on your sketchbook. You only signed up for the art class for the final year, thinking it would be a cruisy experience, but you were mistaken. Now looking over the desk next to yours, you can see Sophie vividly sketching a picture of something brown. It's probably too early to guess what it is. You spend some time working on sketches of your own. It isn't too long before the bell rings for lunch, and you follow the crowd into the cafeteria. Looking around the cafeteria, you notice a few people at different tables that you recognize. Who should sit with? I kind of want to be nice and sit with Emily, but Kiana's there, so that's probably a no. Oh no, Kiana, no, it's not even Kiana. No, it's June. No. It's gotta be Molly. It's gotta be Molly. I've got to keep going down this path. That's how visual novels generally work. And I'm gonna spend after school with the other students, so yeah. He decided to sit by Molly, you see myself. See, another reason to sit with her. She's still by herself, she needs friends, and I'm her friend. You walk over to Molly's table and sit across from her. She looks up, taking her headphones out. Hey again. She lets out a small smile. She seems to generally enjoy your company. Oh, hey, what are you listening to? It's really weird and I'm kind of embarrassed to say it. You're talking to a complete weirdo over here. I'm sure it can't be that strange. It's a podcast. This guy just sits on his balcony in the city and describes stuff that he can see going on. I know, it sounds super boring, but it's relaxing. Ah, she's into that ASMR stuff. Cool. For the most part, he describes what people are wearing as they walk past, but also points out cool cars he sees. Oh, sorry. I was reading it as if I was the narrator again. For the most part, he describes what people are wearing as they walk past, but also points out cool cars he sees. You're right, that is a little weird. It's like the ultimate slice of life kind of experience, which makes perfect sense for a devil who's clearly, not necessarily the most, known person in the world. Oh yeah, that I can understand. Can you show me some? You slide around the table to sit next to her. She offers you one of her earbuds. I'll start again from the start for you. I wouldn't want you to miss anything. Aw, I get to be with us, guys. Good afternoon, listeners. It is currently a chilly day here, which means, you guessed it, it's winter coat season. We've got a middle-aged businesswoman taking it slow through the street as her beige scarf wiggles around in the wind. Not too far behind her is a bald guy that I bet is regretting not wearing a beanie today. You hear the bell go off over the podcast. Well, it's not bad. It feels like something to listen to before bed and help you relax. Yeah, I do that too sometimes. You both pack up your things and start heading towards your different classes. Catch you later. Aww. You head out to your locker and get your books for next class. As you settle into your last class for the day, the teacher's already running through the class at top speed. All the students are furiously scribbling to try and keep up with the note-taking pace. Okay, now choose a partner to continue working on this amongst yourselves. You look around for who your partner should be. Well, obviously Molly, she's still by herself. You approach Molly. Oh, hey, need a partner? Yeah. Do you catch what we're supposed to be doing? No, not really. I'm not very good at this sort of thing. I'm more of a pictures person, not a words person. Oh yeah, that I totally get. I'm the same. I'd rather play a video game than read a book. Same. Hashtag same. Yeah. What do you want to do then? Want to just listen to some more of that podcast and scribble something random down? Yeah, okay. I got the latest episode here. Molly offers you one of the earphones and you put it in. Today's episode is actually going to be pretty exciting as there's been some kind of fender bender outside. It looks like a little hatchback has slid along some of the snow and bumped into the back of a workman's ute. They're both out, arguing. Well, I think it's arguing. It's a whole lot of arm waving if it isn't arguing. It looks like the tow truck is just showing up now. In peeling away the smaller car from the truck, it's creating an unholy metal scraping noise you might be able to hear. I'm not jealous of that guy right now. You get distracted by the bell ringing and start to pack up your things. Molly seems to really appreciate your company, even if you didn't really complete the schoolwork. The teacher gives you a frown as you walk out of the classroom. Oh, come on! I'm chatting up the cute demon girl. Give me a break. Well, that's it for your class today. What are you going to do this afternoon? Well, I said I was going to help tutor Alana, and that's what we're going to do. You decide to head to the town's library to study with Alana. The school doesn't have one, as it is pretty small, but the town's library is fairly cozy, and it's not that far away. As you wander through the different areas of the library, you notice Alana sitting down in a big armchair, reading through a textbook. She lights up as she notices you approach. Oh, I didn't know she was a smoker. Okay. Hey, Al. You wave over to her. You both move into one of the study rooms. So, what do you want to work on? You watch Alana put down textbook. Well, I was just wondering if I could ask you a few questions about stuff I might have missed. Yeah, sure, whatever works. Why do the Romans need to build aqueducts? Isn't there water underground? Okay, I kind of do wish I could actually answer this, like, properly and give it a bit more choice. Like, I am noticing one thing, and obviously this is just, like, the first thing. It only came out earlier this year, and it's, like, the first chapter, which I'm guessing is just, like, an introductory thing. But I would have liked a little bit more choice, and I'd like to be able to get it wrong. They didn't always have nearby water source. Okay, they would move it to where they needed it. Couldn't they just carry water from the ocean? Isn't your planet, like, mostly ocean? I mean, well, you can't drink ocean water for a start. Yes, you should know that, sure. Okay, then. Looks down the notes before asking you another question. What caused the fall of Rome? Oh, good, here we go. Wow, that second one seems racist. The arrival of the Huns and the migration of the barbarian tribes such as the Visigoths. I think you go for that one. The second one just seems like, yeah, blame the barbarians. Like, oh, come on. You're expanding your forces. That's fair. I think the arrival of the Huns. The Romans created a dangerous enemy within their own borders, who eventually revolted, contributing to the fall of Rome. Also, kind of a political and military failure. Yeah. Why is Rome so important to Earth's history anyway? 1 second. You flip through the textbook knowing there was a summary page that answered that question. After a few seconds of flipping through the pages, you find the passage. Well, during the time of the Empire, significant developments were also advanced in the fields of medicine, law, religion, government, and warfare. Yes, they were the dawn of democracy in a lot of ways, and then the Greeks. The Romans were adept at borrowing from and improving upon the adventures and concepts they found among the indigenous populace of the regions they conquered. Yeah. And they also brought their own technology to those regions. Oh, human history is complicated. Anna pauses, just studying your face for a moment. Do you like learning about history? I mean, it's stuff that actually happened, and it's important to get a sense of where we came from as a people. But it also gives us a perspective of how far we came. Wow, I guess that is true. There's a lot more to take in, so many peoples, conflicts, and more. Lana looks away, as if she sees night sky through the window. She pauses to stare at the stars. It's getting dark. I should get going. Nah, good idea. Let's get you home. Leaving the library, you find it's already darker than you thought. Okay, I'll walk you back to your place. Oh, thanks. Thanks for coming and helping me out. I appreciate the company. It's been difficult adjusting to my new home. Kiana's is fantastic, and I appreciate her for taking me in. But it's just not home, you know? I get it. What's it like for you back home? Crowded. I come from the biggest city in Tellurera. There's huge buildings everywhere. Tons of traffic. It's hard to see the stars because of it all. I miss a lot of little things, like the food I would have regularly. A lot of stuff you have here is so sweet. Oh yeah. A lot of sugar and everything. Alana pauses and looks over you. I'm glad I left too. My people are being torn apart by war. I saw so much fighting up close. I had a tangle with one of the scariest warlords of my people. I ended up here by accident while I was trying to escape. Oh wow, that's horrible. I hope you're okay. And I hope you come to love this new home as much as Solera. It certainly has some beauty. Alana stops outside the front of one of the houses. We're here. Kiana spots you through the open garage door through the side of the house and comes over. Ah! Hey Alana! Is this your study buddy? Yeah, Kiana, this is Al. Hey Al, how'd the studying go? It was good, I had fun. That's great! Oh, you're home just in time for dinner too. Kiana turns back to walk inside. I'll catch you later, okay? Thanks for walking me home. Alana waves as he walks inside with Kiana. You start walking home back to your place. It isn't that far from here. What a day. You settle into bed, exhausted. It was cool studying with Lana tonight. She seemed to appreciate the help. But I can't seem to shake the feeling that she's definitely not from this planet. She seems just like any normal person though, so it's hard to tell. If you get a chance to talk to her more, I'll find out more about what's going on. You wake up groggy from a big day yesterday. Rolling over, you see an alarm displaying an alarming number. I'm late! You throw on the clothes, scoop up your bag. Hurrying through the kitchen, you grab a snack and suit out the door. Okay, so I'm no longer being early then. To be fair, I had a full day yesterday, so that's fair. Shuffling into the first class of the day, barely on time, you slump into the chair, still tired from yesterday. Your teacher slowly walks in, sits at their laptop at the desk, and starts preparing their lesson notes. You're all distracted as the PA system crackles life. I know you attend this school, you wannabe superheroes! You invaded my crypt, destroyed the beginnings of my skeleton army, and you'll be made to regret it! I will find out who you all are and expose your secret to the world! Anyone not found to be regular school student would fear my scrutinous eyes. I will find you and expose you so that my undead uprising shall turn you all to skeletons for the skeleton army. The PA cuts out, and you see everyone awkwardly looking around at each other. The teacher lets out a big sigh. Ugh. Let's ignore this bizarre practical joke and get back to the class, shall we? You wonder what could potentially superheroes that could be meant. Could Molly, the demon, be a superhero? Is Willow having a weird forest friend superpower? You daydream most of the class, the announcement leaving you anxious and confused. The bell rings, and all the students pile into the crowd hallway. Students all bustling and jittering about the announcement. Maya squishes through the crowd to pop her head next to you. Is it you? Huh? Oh hey, are you the superhero? I think you've noticed if I was a superhero by now. We spend enough time together. I don't exactly vanish to the town's phone booth that often. Oh yeah, I bet you would wear a super dorky costume too. Sew it yourself like Spider-Man too. It would be super cool, superhero. I would be a super cool superhero. If I was one. Mm-hmm. Hey, you could totally be a superhero. Is it better being here in video games a superpower? Because if so, I've got it. Yes. You both laugh, and Maya spots Kiana muscling through the crowded corridor. Kiana! Oh, hey, Maya. How weird was that announcement? I know, we were just talking about it. Is it you? Yeah, why? Wait, really? No? Kiana winks at you, leaving you very confused. I am really starting to worry about what that's all about. I think it's some kind of prank, or is it some sort of teaser for the prom? Honestly, with the weird stuff around here, I'm worried it's legit. Okay, wow, now I'm worried. I've got to do some stuff quickly for lunch. Catch you later? Yeah. You wave as Kiana heads off. I'm sure it's nothing, right? Lunch? Oh yeah, I'm right behind you. I'll grab a free table. Or you can grab one with Molly, no? You both walk into the cafeteria. It's seemingly noisy with excitement caused by the announcement. Yes, thank you! Let's sit with Molly! Actually, Maya, let's go sit with Molly. Yeah, okay. Hey, Molly. Hey. Hey. Molly puts away her headphones and you both settle into your seats. What was that you were listening to? Oh, was it more of the podcast? Yeah. What podcast? Yeah, she probably wouldn't appreciate this at first, but I think giving her more friends is probably a positive thing, right? It's called Every Day. See? She's fine with it. Oh, that's that dude that just describes his view in the balcony. I love that show. You do? Yeah, it's great. I put it in the background when I'm just thinking around things. I usually have playing around in bed or working on my computer. Oh, that's so cool. I only found it recently. I've been using it to help drown out some of the crowd noise here. Yeah, I totally get that. I used to blast music and sit here by myself, but Al here kept pushing me to be social. Oh dear, I'm doing it again. Oops, I did it again. Yeah, being a hermit isn't a good look on you. Hey now, I like being a hermit. I can handle being a hermit. I don't like big groups of people. Well, we can just be a group of 3, it's fine. But Mum said I shouldn't hide away. I have to try to be social. It's not so bad. You're welcome to hang out with us. We be the 3 of us. We're not that scary. And then the 4 of us when we pick up someone else. Only Al's cooking is scary. Come on! It was one time! And that was my first time trying to make that. It was a microwave meal, and it attacked me. Let down the microwave at me. I nearly died. Really? A microwave meal? Look, normally I just heat up leftovers or eat snacks until we're sick. Ugh, yeah. Like the licorice popcorn incident? The what? Yeah, let's not go there. Mm-hmm. The bell rings and you all rave goodbye and wander off to the next class. Gotcha! Catch you later! Laters! You wander into the classroom in your final class for the day. Today's another short day for you. You watch the teacher as she struggles some details as a board about the group assignment. As part of our public speaking module, we set up an assignment. Teachers will choose their own pairs and write and rehearse 1-minute speech about any topic they like. And then together we'll practice by performing the speech to each other. And tomorrow you'll all present your speeches to the class. Take some time now to form your pairs and discuss your plans. Looking around the room, you see a few faces you recognize might be a good choice for the poly. Molly! 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 Obviously. Come on. Oh, hey, Molly. Hey. Aw. Do you want to work together on this homework project? Sure. Do you want to go back to my place after this class? Ooh. Well, now that you mention it, Molly, I definitely do. I'm free after this. Yeah, same. Sounds good. What topic? Oh! Ha! I wasn't expecting a typing section in a visual novel. Let's say owls. Let's do an entire thing on owls. Owls? I wouldn't have guessed. I feel like that's the exact response anyone else would have to me, but in a very sarcastic way. They're like, really? Owls? Huh, never saw that coming. I'm not sure what I'm going to pick. What about podcasts? Maybe. The bell rings. Most of the students begin to pack up and leave. I wonder if I had said something like the podcast or Molly or something specific, if that would have meant anything. It'd be really cool if he programmed in specific answers for different things. Like, if you said something, it would actually mean something. That would be really cool. I don't think that's the case, and I have no way of really checking because I haven't exactly been saving. But you know, it's fine. Ready to go? Yeah, let's go. I'm not that far from here. Cool. How long have you lived here? Not that long. My mum moved us here only about a month ago, and I was supposed to finish up the semester online, but Mum is worried I'd feel like a bit of a shut-in. Makes sense. Have you been enjoying it here? I mean, there's some benefits. There's a lot less people staring at me all the time. That's one of the main reasons Mum wanted me to leave the city. She gets it a lot worse than me, though. She's, more red? Sure. More red. Let's be here. Looks like no one's home yet. Is this, the lounge room? The house came with furniture. It's very, artsy. Yeah, Dad loves it. Do you want to just work on in here, or should we go up to your room? Yeah, this room is safest. So owls, huh? Hey, was this what I first thought of? Which is supposed to mean to be easy to me. What do you think about doing for yours? I'm not sure. What about some of the games you like playing? I don't think that would be too exciting. I could do one about my dad. Oh yeah, what about? Well, he's a musician. He plays a guitar in a band called Half Empty. He's usually away on tour, but since we moved here, he's been recording in the studio in a suburb to over. Oh, that is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm a bit of a fan. Aww, she's a fan of her dad. I usually wear the band hoodie because they have a bunch of them lying around the garage. Ooh, sounds like a good topic sorted then. Yeah, I guess so. I wonder if any of the classes knows the band. No, I hadn't. Maya probably would. It sounds like a jam. I like Maya. She's fun. See, I'm helping her get new friends. This is working. Oh, definitely. I feel like I've known her forever. We should find a video game the three of us can play together. Then you can hang out with us and chat while you're online. That sounds like fun. Mind me to ask her about it. Okay. You hear high heels loudly cracking on the concrete walkway up towards the house. Oh, it sounds like Mom's home. Be cool. She can be cranky sometimes. Yeah, okay. The front door opens and in sits the person who can only be Molly's mother. Ooh. Molly, darling, are you home? Daddy's going to be home late again, but I have a craving for ordering in. Oh, darling, it looks like you've already bought something for us to eat. Oh, this is Al. He's one of my friends from school. Hey? Hi there. I'm the mother, Isabel, but you can call me Izzy. You stand there awkwardly looking at both. Oh, you feel uncomfortable and out of place. Here to study together then, huh? Molly awkwardly looks at the floor. You find yourself nodding awkwardly. I've got some things to tidy up in the basement, but you two are welcome to do anything you'd like that you think I would approve of. Okay. Yeah, got an achievement. Studying with Molly. You should get going. I've got a lot to help with my mum sort dinner. See you tomorrow then. Yeah. You managed to slip up your room quietly and turn on your computer. Al, is that you? Yeah, Mum, just got home. Your mum comes into the computer and checks you. Hey, I hadn't seen you in a while. You been busy, hun? Oh yeah, I had to go to Molly's place to work on this homework assignment, so I'm home late. Very busy then, huh? Oh, I heard from the weird announcement this morning from one of the other mums. Yeah, I bet the mum chat is blowing up about that. Most of them think it's nonsense, and the others are scared of anything. So who's to say? Do you know any superheroes at your school? Do I need to be worried about supervillains attacking or something? Well... It's me, Mum. I'm a superhero. I don't want to out Molly as a demon. That sounds horrible. That's insulting. I think June carrying a big-ass sword around counts, though. Oh yeah, June's mum mentioned that. It's a family heirloom, a tradition or something. I'd start carrying around a sword if it means I'd be able to fly or shoot lasers out my eyes. I don't think June can do that. The bar for superpowers are really low, apparently. I'm pretty sure the announcement is just a hoax, but maybe it's a prank leading up to the superhero-themed prom. They haven't announced the prom theme yet. Maybe I'm onto them. If I'm kidnapped, take loads of photos of your outfit for me. Mom! Alright, I'll leave you alone. Want me to bring up some food? Did you eat? Oh yes, please, thank you. You eventually decide to go to bed. Tomorrow we should be weirder than today. Ow! Groggily, you open your eyes and stare at the ceiling for a moment. Ow! You roll onto one side to see your alarm clock isn't supposed to go off for a while yet. Yeah? Your mum opens the door to your room and stares at you from the doorway. It turns out that after the group chat blew up last night, someone had a whinge to the principal. Oh yeah? They're declaring it a terrorist threat until they can figure out what really happened. I mean, that's a bit much, but okay. What's more is they're expecting us all to be homeschooled until it's resolved. But I know I can't do that, sweetie. I have to be at work. I've set up a buddy study system, though, so you can work and study with a friend or something. That seems easy enough. I guess I'll see if Maya hasn't paired up someone else yet. What? What about Molly? You didn't give any choice to Molly! I want a Molly with the best of them. There's a big parent meeting on thing tonight, so I'll be home later. I have to run. See you later tonight. Don't just play video games all day, okay? Look, we all been through lockdown, it's fine. Love you, bye. You call out, I love you as she hurries up the house. So you drag yourself out of bed and, I flick off the alarm clock so it doesn't go off later. I did not read that as anything but flick, guys. Sliding into your desk chair, you power up your computer. Logging on, you see a computer message from Maya. Hey, just got news about being stuck at home. I'm gonna stay at home and grind for loot at the store. Kiana asked me for your number. Hope that's okay. You probably could have guessed that Maya was going to take advantage of the time at home. It's unexpected that Kiana wanted to get in touch. A rumbling in your stomach tells you that breakfast is now your priority. Then downstairs, you raid the kitchen for your regular cereal. Looks like Mum left some food in the fridge for you too. While sitting at the kitchen table, your phone rings. Hello? Hey Al! Hey Kiana. Did you hear about the study buddy thing already? Yeah, I was going to pair up with Willow, but her parents are taking it really seriously and took time off to homeschool. I was having a big vent to Maya about how silly the whole thing is, and she said that you'd probably be free today. Did you want to buddy up? Yeah, sure. Awesome! Do you want to come into my place? Yeah, sure. Give me a bit and I'll head over. Cool. Just send me your address. I'll see you then. But what's Molly doing today? No, that's fine. It's fine. I don't need to just spend time with Molly. I can broaden my social horizons so I can broaden Molly's social horizons. You keep absentmindedly munching on your breakfast, occasionally wondering about what today's is going to be like. The rest of the choice, you head out to Kiana's place. When you get there, Kiana's in the garage with the door open doing some light exercises. Also, this means Alana will also be there, so that's positive. She guides you to the living room and you both get comfortable on the couch. I don't know if I actually want to do any study today. I'm all wired up now everything's going weird. Yeah, I totally get that. There's a big meeting with all the parents this afternoon. Some big cafe in the city. Mum's going to be home late because of it. She wasn't very happy about it. They're supposed to discuss what the plan is going forward. That's a worry. Do you expect there'll be more time at home like this? What about the exams? I'm not sure. Maybe. No, see, this is clearly what they're doing because of lockdown. Like, you know, they can't do this anymore, and anyway. I'm more worried about what my friends might get. One of my friends might get hurt because of this. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. They're the same kind of witch hunt. They won't believe we're not superheroes or whatever. Exactly. That's just something we could do. I mean, we could probably try and investigate and figure out who was the one that made the announcement. Yeah, that's a good idea. Where can we even start? Well, the school's going to be empty tonight. Maybe this includes there. Surveillance footage? Surely there's something in the principal's office that gives a clue. Hey, I think I know just how we can get into the surveillance system and get footage out. Yeah, I reached into her pocket and starts texting away. Who? Maya. If we can get her into the principal's office, she can get the footage off the computer and get out faster than anyone. That's true for sure. She's in. It took no convincing. She must be thinking the same thing we are. I wouldn't be surprised if all the students are. In a few minutes, a few hours before we meet up with Maya, what do you want to do? Now, technically I should study, because it's study time. However, when given the option to play board games, I will choose board games. Aww, that sounds boring. I feel so restless. We go for a walk or something? We go to the woods? It's pretty near to school for when we meet Maya. That's great. Maybe one second to grab my stuff. Aw, but see, Molly liked board games. I'm at the wrong person's house, damn it! While you wait for Kiana, she grabs a few things tonight, puts on her walking shoes. It doesn't take you long to walk across the small town, the edge of the forest trail. This was a good idea. I'm just feeling a bit overwhelmed. Yeah, kinda. I'm worried about my friends. I'm worried about how Mum's gonna panic about the whole thing. She doesn't need to worry any more than she already does. Since Dad's been deployed for the last few months, things have been stressful for her, and it's tough for me in a way. No bet. We're gonna find out who made the announcement though. Maya's gonna crack the whole thing wide open. And we'll be back to just worrying about normal things like exams and prom. At prom? How are we supposed to go to prom if we're not even at school for the last few weeks? I don't want prom to be cancelled. I was looking forward to it. And maybe having someone cute ask me to it. Wearing a fancy dress. Hey, it's still gonna happen, don't worry. Kiana sighs and leans up against the tree. Thanks, Al. Things are a bit stressful at the moment. I appreciate you listening to my rant like this. No worries, I totally get it. You hear Kiana's phone buzz from her pocket. Maya just texted me near in the parking lot in front of the office. I've never been there before. Okay, really? It's not that far from you. You and Kiana walk a short distance to school grounds and spot the entrance to the parking garage in the distance. You see Maya's familiar yellow coat as she stands at the entrance. You all quietly wave at each other and you get close. Then, you all step inside, clear to the side of the wall, pausing for a moment to check out the area. There's still a few cars in here. Means we might bump into someone who'll get us in trouble. Or worse, the person we're looking for. Maybe. Kiana and I will help you look out. Worst case, I'll make a distraction and help you get out. What's important is getting Maya to the office and then out safely. Exactly. How do we get in? Isn't there a lock or something? There's an electric lock? Easy then. Huh? I have a thing for that. Right. Come on then. What seemed like just a touch of her hand, Maya opened the door and walked quietly inside. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. Shh! Someone's coming! In here, come on! You all shuffle into the empty classroom and wait for footsteps to subside. You peek out the corridor and there's no one around. Come on, let's go. Slinking along the corridor, you find the principal's office. You've only been here once before, but everyone knows where it is. You stand aside so Maya can open the electronic lock. Piling inside the office, you close the door behind you quietly. Why is the... Okay, fair enough. Good job, principal. Alright, I'll get started. Why do they keep all the school servers in here? And it's meant to be a small school. If this was a small school, you could probably get away with just one, maybe two racks. Why do you need this many? Okay. Peek down the corridor through the window. Got it. Al, see if there's a security live feed. It might be easy to keep lookout. You walk over to the desk across the big room. Maya's already set up looking for the computer files. You can see it on the big screen. Most of the corridor's empty. There's only one car left in the garage. This is going to be a little bit downloadable footage for that day. If I just open on the computer, they'll know someone was looking this time. Right. How long? Maybe 10 minutes? Hey, the door. You can see her. Yeah, I press the ear to the door and check some noises. Quiet too. Okay, we're done. Let's get out of here. Hang for the exit, you hear the footsteps again. Quick, in here! Huh. I swear I heard something. After a moment, you manage to successfully escape. You all head back to Maya's place. Phew, that was a close one. Yeah. You watch Maya plug her laptop into one of her computers. Yana sits down in bed and sits next to her. Like, don't get me wrong. Maya's definitely, if she's this nerdy, she's definitely a second choice. but I don't know. Something about Molly. She's not usually my type, but being all blonde and stuff. But like she's cute and she's shy and I want to help open her up. And I'm not sure that's a great idea, but I really just want to try and help. And I don't know. I guess it's not really a great relationship starter, but considering this game doesn't even have the prom in it yet, I'm sure I wouldn't be in a relationship until it was the right time. So, I've got to have more trust in myself as the person, or this virtual version. Too close. Did you manage to get anything useful? I'm just opening now. It was during the first class, right? Yeah. The room looks empty that whole hour. What does that mean? Maybe they did it remotely. So we got nothing? Well, not nothing. Just not the answer. God damn it. It's alright, I'm sure we'll still figure it out. We've been careless to let it be this easy. You're right. I might be able to turn something up with some time. We might get lucky yet. For now, let's just go home. Good idea. Yeah, heads on out. He's a bit unhappy about how things are going. Thanks for coming tonight. It's good to have backup. Were you going to go there by yourself? I was thinking about it. Once I heard everyone's parents were going out to this thing, I was worried it was really bad. I know how rough it still is for me, having lost my parents. I don't want any of our friends or families to be in danger. Oh, I totally get it. And I'll help wherever I can. I've got your back. Thanks, Al. You're the best. I should go. Mum will hassle me. Yeah, of course. I'll check back in Keanu at some point too. Good idea. Make sure you get something to eat too. Of course, it's pizza night. Nice. Alright, I'm out of here. After pizza, right? We do get served pizza, right? How much rate so? Yeah, maybe. I'll probably try to work this thing out. No worries, let me know. Of course. Head down to sleep to past convenience stores on the street. You don't see Kiana anywhere. She must have gone home already. Walking home, everything's eerily quiet. You wonder about how the big parent meeting went. I feel like they should really stop the cheery, happy music when it went on the street. Like, seriously, this is a moment where it should be like quiet contemplation, I think. Hopefully the sheriff was at least trying to find a weird person. Surely a terrorist photo at school is taken seriously. Even a weird school like yours. You better hurry home. Mum's probably waiting. You get home, it's late. You see Dad's car is parked at the front, but all the lights are off. Everyone must be asleep already. Quietly sneak up to your room, turn the computer on. My message as soon as you get online. Hey Al. New girl Molly added me when we were out. I've been chatting to her and I was waiting for you to get home. She's pretty cool. We should all hang out more. We should. I enjoyed the time we've had the chance to talk to her. She's definitely interesting. It must be tough transferring you to school. Yeah, we should try to bring her along on our weird adventures. Yes, we should! Sounds good. What are you doing tomorrow? I'm just gonna stay at home, honestly. I'm pretty invested in trying to figure this all out. Not just for my own peace of mind, but Kiara's as well. Honestly, I'd hope to find something we can all follow up on. Well, good luck. I should get to sleep early tonight. Mum's always asking me about keeping me up all night playing games. Yeah, so she should. I'm a bad influence on you. You don't get bags under your eyes like mine. Unless you're skipping out on beauty sleep, which you desperately need. Why do you hate me, Maya? Oh, hang on, I'm getting a call from Sophie. Oh yeah, she mentioned she was trying to get people to play with her role-playing campaign. I wasn't really keen. I figured she meant paper game. She's just going to check with you. You can use more friends. Wow, you really do hate me. Catch you later then. Text me when you comes up. Will do. Hey Sophie. Hey Al. I hope it's not too late. I saw you online and wanted to catch you quickly before bed. Yeah, Maya told me you're looking for people for your game on the weekend. Yeah, we're trying to get some players in. At the moment, it's Alana, Declan, and I. Maya suggested I invite Molly as well, but she's still hesitant. I think if I run through her some stuff online, I can get her to come be more familiar. She might be more comfortable. Would you be keen to join us? Yeah, maybe. Okay, I won't bug you about it. Maybe I'll tell you if you're keen. I'll go to bed. Catch you later, okay? Good night. I'll go if Molly does. So he hangs up at you. What's really going on? You power down the computer and sit in the darkness, letting your mind go blank. It takes a moment to focus. It's actually called to bed. What a weird couple of days. Your dreams are weird and hard to remember. You find yourself wandering around the woods, lost. Your shoes catch on every root and rock. You step in a puddle, and your socks get wet. You step... everywhere you look seems familiar. A bright entrance... bright being entrances you. You feel relaxed. Safe. You shake yourself awake from your weird dream. The lights... It's already light out. You hear your parents talking downstairs. It takes you a while to summon the strength to stand up. Groggily, you walk downstairs, grab the necklace. Morning, sleepyhead. Are you excited for some homeschooling today? What? I'm kidding, we both have to work. Do you have anything fun planned for today? Not yet, I'm still waking up. Up late again? She looks at you very poignantly, as if she knows the answer. It's a big day. Sounds like you've been busy lately. God, that guy looks vaguely creepy. I don't know why. He just looks vaguely creepy. It's his smile, I think. And the deadness in his eyes. Oh dear. So much excitement going on. In this tiny town. Your mother was just telling me about the parent-teacher meeting. Some crazy stuff happening recently. Yeah, a little. My friends are kind of worried about it. I'm actually kind of interested to know who's being threatened, or if the announcement was some sort of weird hoax. Who knows? The whole thing sounds ridiculous to me. If we had superpowers and heroes in this town, I'd feel a lot safer. Nothing really happens here anyway. It's not like we're some big city with lots of crime. For someone to swing down and stop mugging or whatever. We all know each other. I'm surprised we don't know what they're talking about. Parent-teacher meeting was mostly fear-mongering and hysteria. I'm not really worried, but I want you to try and be safe, okay? Yeah, of course. Let's knock at your door, unexpectedly. Your dad gets to answer it, and you look to see a familiar face at the door. Oh, hey, is Alan? Alright. So... Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to move that. At this point, I've been playing the game for nearly an hour, and I will play more of it, because it's quite good. However, I think at this point, you probably want to make up your own options and come up with your own stuff. If you like what you saw here, it's free, so check it out in the description below. But if you really liked the idea of the characters and the world so far, and I think we've only scratched the basic surface of it here, but if you like the look of it, there's still a few days left in the Kickstarter campaign. I'll be uploading this as soon as I finish doing this video, pretty much, and so you still should have time to back this if you wish. Not to have very many people watching me, but hey, who knows? So far, it seems pretty competent, and honestly, fairly nice. There's a bunch of quite interesting characters, a little bit of mystery. I do like how the characters work together a little bit. I do wonder how much my choices actually, mattered, or matter, but I suppose we'll find out. Either way, so far so good. The game is quite interesting. And if you like this game, and you like it, just get it. There's no reason not to. Anyway, this has been my shameless dive into winning love by daylight. And I have backed this for a bit of money. So I'm looking forward to seeing its chapter 2. And I will play the rest of this before that comes out. And who knows, maybe I'll do the start of chapter 2 as my, as the next game. Hell, maybe I won't continue this game straight away, and if anyone wants to see the rest of it, I'll continue to do it for the next couple of days. Who knows? It was quite fun so far, though, so I just want to get the first little bit up and running first. Anyway, all, thank you for watching today. If you liked it, so I've said that 3 times now. Don't mind me. Nothing wrong with me. Bye, all. Thank you for watching.